very much, Russ, and it's truly an honor to be here. Before I get started, I'd like to recognize good friends of mine, our organized labor leaders that are here today to hear what we have to say, and our Contractors Association members that are also here today. I certainly appreciate their taking time out of their busy schedule to be here. And just to reiterate, no matter what you've read or what you may have heard, that my support for both of your organizations is the same today as it has been for the last 40 years. It's a very difficult task when we're dealing with issues like this that we'll be talking about in the speech. But gentlemen like Jim Glasgow and other elected officials countywide and myself, there's a fiscal responsibility to all 700,000 people that live here in Will County that we have to address. So with that, sit back and away we go. I'd like to say good afternoon to Chamber Chairwoman Chestnut, fellow chamber members, and special guests. I'm pleased to be here today to present to you an update on Will County and the many positive things about our community. We are living through a very challenging and, dare I say, interesting times. This past week has shown that we have many hurdles ahead of us to keep our successes going. Our greatest strength is in the ability to forge productive partnerships to overcome the challenges before us and succeed. With a rapidly growing county like Will, these collaborative relationships are the key to our continued progress. I come before you today after Mother Nature has demonstrated her impact on our lives, and we pray for our neighbors in Diamond, Coal City, Manhattan, Frankfort, and other areas affected by this week's tornado. On Monday, I spent some time with Governor Quinn and Mayor Kern visiting victims who are attempting to piece their lives back together. The great thing about all of our communities in Will County is that when times are tough, we pull together and help each other out. I want to commend all of our first responders, our Will County EMA staff, and the others who always answer the call and serve our community in tough times like these. The other issue that I'm sure many of you are interested in is the ongoing strike by the Will County AFSCME Union Local 1028. This work stoppage is very unfortunate and should have been avoided. After 15 months of negotiations, the county and AFSCME Local 1028 failed to reach an agreement. The main sticking points have been health care costs and wages. Currently, county employees pay 1% of their salary for individual coverage and 2% of their salary for family coverage. This previous model was based on the ability to pay concept. The more you make in salary, the more you pay. Likewise, if you're a lower paid employee, the less you pay. Unfortunately, this plan is no longer sustainable. In 2014, Will County health care costs will exceed $40 million. We cannot continue to absorb these costs while still maintaining the same staffing levels and meet our county needs like roads and county facilities. With the current proposal that the county has on the table, all employees, both union and non-union, are being asked to pay a percentage of premium of the overall health care cost. The targeted number during this transition was 10% of the premium, which means the county will continue to subsidize employees' health care by 90%. This new model continues our practice of ability to pay. Upper income earners will continue to pay more than lower paid staff. We believe that is a very fair and reasonable approach. Unfortunately, the union does not believe we go far enough, and they continue to ask for additional wage increases. On the wage side of these negotiations, the county has compromised and continued to use steps or automatic pay increases that average 2.5% every year of this contract. These steps have been part of the previous contracts, and union employees have received these steps every year since I have been county executive. In addition, our proposal on the table also includes cost of living increases on top of the step. The argument has been these steps and the COLAs will not offset the increased health care costs being requested with this new contract. Let me be clear. Every one of our union employees will see more money in their paycheck with this contract. This is at the same time that the share of their health care cost contributions increase. In this tough economic climate, I think you would be hard-pressed to find other areas of our local community where this same situation exists. However, this is a compromise that our county board and my office have accepted as part of the process to resolve this labor dispute and reach a fair agreement. Unfortunately, this was not enough, and we have seen our Aspin Local 1028 employees go on strike. I respect their right to strike, but I find it truly disappointing that the level of personal attacks, misinformation, and other bad feelings have occurred because of this strike. I have said throughout these negotiations that no one wins with a strike. The bad feelings will take time to heal, and some relationships will never be repaired. I am hopeful that we can resolve this strike and get our workers back to their jobs and receiving paychecks. Our residents deserve the high-quality services that we have always provided, and I hope that we can be back at full staffing soon. Despite the challenges of Mother Nature and a labor strike, we do have a number of positive things to talk about in Will County. We are making very significant progress by initiating critical capital improvement projects that will begin to modernize Will County government facilities. We are taking an important step forward towards building a new modern county courthouse in downtown Joliet. A plan is in creation to begin a formal procurement process for the planning, design, and eventual construction of a criminal court facility. I look forward to working with all our stakeholders to make this vision a reality sooner rather than later. The current county courthouse was built in 1969 to accommodate 6 judges and a population of 200,000. Today, the 4-story building serves as a population of approximately 700,000 and 35 judges. Last year, more than 800,000 people visited the courthouse, with 10,000 of our residents having served as jurors. Future projections show Will County's population to exceed 1.2 million, which would require a total of 58 judges to adequately serve our needs. Through the leadership of County Board, we have embarked on a proactive capital program that will advance county improvements on multiple fronts, realize efficiencies through the consolidation of various offices, reduce costs by eliminating rental expense, and improving the delivery of county services. Plans in progress include the acquisition of the old Social Security building that will house some of our county operations, purchase of the first Midwest Bank building as an eventual footprint for a new county courts building, and construction to bring sewer and water to the county's Laraway Road campus. We hope to move forward with plans to consolidate sheriff operations at the site and improve evidence storage, policing operations, and other critical law enforcement functions. Our ultimate goal is to provide necessary services to residents in a convenient, economic, and efficient manner. We all know our residents expect county government to maximize the use of tax dollars. Another key piece is our strong collaboration with our county seat host, the City of Joliet. My hope is the Executive Office will present a series of intergovernmental agreements to the County Board for approval that will make real progress toward modernizing county government in downtown Joliet. We have waited too long for these actions, and I hope we can continue to work together toward improving services. As I have said many times before, Will County is transportation, and transportation is big in Will County. With a rapidly growing population and a continually expanding logistics and intermodal sector, we must continue to make investments in our county infrastructure. This includes committing the bulk of the RTA funds we collect each year to critical road and bridge improvements throughout all parts of the county highway system. Currently, our highway department is spending nearly $75 million in Build Will Road projects to improve safety and traffic flow. Significant projects in the northern part of the county include widening and intersection reconfiguration of Weber and Renwick roads and widening and installing traffic signals at Weber and Gaston. This $13 million project along a major commercial and residential corridor is anticipated to be completed by September 2014. In addition to improving safety and traffic flow, we must not forget other benefits these construction projects have on our county workforce. United States labor statistics reports that every $1 billion spent in construction creates 42,000 jobs. By this calculation, the projects outlined in the 2013 fiscal year will create more than 3,100 jobs. All modes of transportation are important in Will County in order to continue to promote economic opportunity and mobility for our growing population and employment base into the future. The past year has brought significant progress on several regional transportation projects, including the South Suburban Airport, Ileana Expressway, and the I-55 Arsenal Road interchange. After years of debate, negotiations, and much work by the county board and my office, legislation was introduced and passed, enabling the state of Illinois to develop the South Suburban Airport through a public-private partnership. After literally decades of uncertainty, our lawmakers reached an agreement on a viable way to move forward with this major project. Within this framework, the Federal Aviation Administration will finalize its review of the airport master plan and secure the environmental approvals needed. This action will allow us to determine interest in the project from private investors and potential airlines. We are in a position to work with IDOT to maximize the benefits to Will County of a new airport that is entirely within our borders. Many make a point of emphasizing job creation and other benefits of building the airport. But before that, we will continue to make sure Will County has a central voice in how this project develops from this point forward. We can and will make this airport a success by working cooperatively with IDOT every step of the way and coming together locally to plan for benefits and challenges beyond the airport boundaries. In 2013, incredible progress has been made to bring Ileana closer to a reality. IDOT is currently completing a comprehensive environmental analysis of the B3 corridor after getting federal approval in late 2012. In cooperation with Will County and a host of other local stakeholders, IDOT held numerous meetings to get input on ways to minimize the impacts of the highway on residents, businesses, and the environment. In order to address the congestion we all experience on our highways, improve safety, and reduce burden of truck traffic on our local roads, we need solutions like the Ileana to provide new capacity and regional connections. We also must remain open to innovations like public-private partnerships to fund infrastructure that supports our future economic growth and prosperity. The county will continue to advocate for the rights of landowners affected by the Ileana. In recognition of the need to plan for the future, the Executive Office, in cooperation with the Will County Governmental League, the Will County CED, and the municipalities and townships, received a $500,000 IDOT grant to develop a coordinated, multi-jurisdictional land use transportation plan for the Ileana corridor. The improvements to I-55 and Arsenal Road interchange have been needed for a long time, and with an investment of over $68 million in state and federal funds, will be completed later this year. The reconstruction of this interchange will provide more efficient highway access for growing volume of trucks using our intermodal yards and improve congestion and safety. With the county's $3.5 million financial participation in a Phase 2 study in 2013, IDOT has prioritized the study of the Weber Road I-55 interchange, which carries a high volume of traffic from the local area and supports freight movement between the interstates and many distribution centers in the corridor. Agriculture continues to be a large part of the economic engine in Will County. In 2012, more than 97 million bushels of grain were shipped out of Will County's 2 intermodal facilities, with more than 15 million of these being produced by Will County farmers. In addition, distiller's grain, a high-protein feed that is generated after the production of ethanol and used to feed livestock, generated more than $780 million in revenue. Containers filled with various products come into Will County's intermodal facilities and are returned overseas filled with corn and soybeans. These return shipments are helping increase U.S. exports, which is a national priority and has produced new market opportunities for our local farmers. We are fortunate in Will County to have Pat Farah and Susan Fleshner leading our Workforce Services Division, who work tirelessly to offer the best training opportunities and employment services for all residents in Will County. Having a trained workforce keeps our county competitive in attracting new businesses and helping our existing businesses grow. Last year, Will County offered $2 million in training scholarship to our residents to improve their job skills. The largest area of training were in the fields of healthcare, information technology, logistics, finance, and insurance. The return on investment from these trainings is $2.80 for every dollar invested. This additional training means an average salary of more than $37,000 for our residents. Our Mobile Workforce Center provides training at 5 remote locations throughout the county. Through this mobile van, residents can post resumes and view employment opportunities. This is a great example of bringing county services to our residents. Will County, on behalf of 6 neighboring workforce service agencies, will receive an additional $7 million in funding to expand training opportunities in the field of healthcare and manufacturing for the entire Chicago region. Our Workforce Services Division also provides valuable services to area employers by assisting with recruitment and hiring of qualified employees. We have worked with more than 250 local recruitment local employers by hosting 112 recruiting events and listing more than 6,500 open positions on our electronic job board. Will County has been very successful in connecting potential employers with qualified employees. In addition, Will County will receive $150,000, a 3-year grant from a generous partner, Waste Management, to create a special employment program to help veterans find jobs. The initiative will be known as the Lee Edelman Will County Veterans Employment Advocacy Project, in honor of Lee Edelman, who recently passed away. Lee was a true friend to Will County and worked very hard to ensure the partnership between Waste Management and Will County was mutually beneficial. Lee's name. This program will offer paid internships to our veterans re-entering the workforce and will better prepare them to enter today's competitive job market. Will County will work closely with local education and training providers such as Lewis University, Joliet Junior College, the University of St. Francis, Governor's State University, and Rasmussen, as well as veteran-friendly employers across the county in this program. Our Land Use Department, under the direction of Kurt Paddock, continues to receive accolades for the successes of its programs. The Neighborhood Stabilization Program remains #2 in the entire United States. This program has successfully protected some of the most vulnerable areas of our county and helped many residents become homeowners. Will County, the Center for Community Concerns, and the City of Joliet have joined together to form the Will County Investment Partnership to offer additional assistance to our families in need. We recently learned this partnership was awarded a $3 million grant to offer assistance to local homeowners harmed by the fraudulent foreclosure and mortgage service practices. More than $600,000 will go directly to the Center for Community Concerns to provide housing counseling services, foreclosure prevention programs, and emergency housing assistance to local families. The balance of the grant will fund the purchase, refurbishment, and resale of 29 homes in Joliet, Lockport, and Crest Hill. It is the strength of these partnerships that cemented the success of the NSP and has protected our community by finding owners for these homes. It is estimated that more than 500 local residents will benefit from these additional services. Last November, our Land Use Department was awarded a Governor's Sustainability Award for our success with the gas-to-energy plant at the Prairie View landfill through the partnership with Waste Management and the creation of a website which highlights responsible recycling methods for electronics, medications, and household hazardous waste. These success stories demonstrate Will County's ability to lead the way in new and progressive programs. Will County's Community Health Center, under the Health Department led by Executive Director John Cicero, continues to provide quality health and dental care for our residents. To prepare our residents for the upcoming changes as a result of the Affordable Care Act, the United States Health Resources and Services Administration awarded the Community Health Center a $148,000 grant as part of a nationwide outreach and enrollment program. The amount of this grant was calculated based on the total number of uninsured patients treated by our health department in the 2012 calendar year. In addition, the health department will receive a $400,000 grant from the Illinois Department of Public Health to promote this program. These grant dollars will be used to educate and enroll eligible residents into the Affordable Health Insurance Program. Will County welcomes Aunt Martha's East Joliet Community Health Center, which is located on the grounds of the old Silver Cross Hospital. We are proud of the partnership with Aunt Martha's and the Will County's Community Health Center to ensure quality medical care is available to each and every resident in Will County. Proper health and dental care should be an inalienable right for each of our residents. We are immensely proud of the number of outstanding healthcare providers we have in Will County, and I'm personally proud these institutions can work together to ensure our residents have the care that they need. Will County veterans will now have access to quality health care on this site as well at the new state-of-the-art clinic, which opened last March. This new Veterans Clinic is an important part of the quality health care offered in Will County. No longer will our veterans be forced to travel out of the area to receive the health care they so richly deserve. This clinic offers women's health services, primary care, as well as mental health and social work services, and will complement the dental and vision care assistance Will County provides to our veterans. Will County will receive a $65,000 grant from the Illinois Veterans Scratch-Off Lottery Grant Program to offer dental and vision treatments to our veterans who are uninsured and do not qualify for disabled veterans assistance. Through the Veterans Assistance Commission of Will County, we will work to identify eligible veterans in our communities. These outstanding programs will provide the important service to our veterans who gave so much and may now need some help. Unfortunately, the occurrence of heroin use in our communities has not gone away. But at the same time, we are fortunate that in working with our partners in healthcare, education, law enforcement, and treatment providers, we have raised awareness to this important issue. And we must continue to work together to identify strategies that will eradicate this problem in our county. We are proud of our partnership with the Robert Crown Center for Health Education in delivering a critical message about the dangers of heroin and the connection with prescription drug abuse. Robert Crown is in its second year of its heroin prevention initiative at both campuses of Joliet Township High Schools and Troy Middle School. Will County will use funds from the annual Justice Assistance Grant from the U.S. Department of Justice to expand this pilot program to another Will County school district in the coming year. Research has shown that education is successful in keeping kids away from heroin. Our children are smart, and it's up to us to give them the information to make wise decisions. It isn't just enough to tell kids to stay away from drugs. We need to let them know how dangerous heroin is and why this drug is so much different than other substances. It is our hope we will expand this educational component to all schools in the county. Let me close by saying a lot of things are happening in Will County. I truly believe it's the place to be. And from the investments and the interest that CED John Grueling has received, many, many people believe the same. We have our bumps in the road, we have our challenges, but there's nothing that we can't overcome by working together. We will get through the issues that we are facing here today. We will come to an agreement with our union employees. I want to try and give them the very best that we can to show our support for the job that they do, but I cannot break the bank and I will not go into debt in order to do that. We will hope that, let's say, calmer minds will come together and we will be successful. But as all things go, I truly believe that Will County, located where we are, and the activities that are taking place, and the fine educational systems and facilities that we have, the businesses that reach out and help, Michael Hennessy and United Way, successful in his programs. Will County is still a great place to live and raise our families. Thank you very much.
Listen, you can hear it. Different voices, a whole new spirit. Ooh, people working together from every walk of life, making changes for